I all signed up for the Intro to Computing class, and I just want to go over the lesson for Excel on the pull-down menu, date, time, kind of a validation of the cell data. So, first cell will be, are you going to a party? If I can get it, are you going to party? And then if you look at that, you'll notice it goes over the length of cell A. So if you haven't learned yet how to do the text wrapping, first thing you want to do is click off and then click back on the cell. And then there is a text wrap option under the home option, text wrap, so that it fits. I might make this a little bit bigger. And then let's put a list of people. So we're going to go to people. And so the people that are coming to the party, let's say they're Bill Gates. How about Steve Jobs? And I don't know, another tech person. I don't know, another tech person. Whatever. How about Bill? Oh, two Bills. Over here I have a Bill Gates. How about Jim? John? Whatever. It doesn't matter who the people are. So what we want them to do is we want to have a pull-down menu that says, yes, I'm going to a party, no, I'm not going to a party, or maybe I'm going to the party. To do that, I'm going to select the cells that are in this A column here, A2 to A5, the ones next to it, and to do the validation, and in this version, I'm using Office, I believe, 2000, this is about the Mac, sorry. Where's Excel? About Excel, I'm using Excel version 15.25. This is Excel 2016. So it's a little bit different than some other ones. It's just, you know, how Excel, Microsoft loves changing the software on us as we, do things. So in this case, under where is it? Layout. Where am I looking for? Formulas? No. Data, that's it. Under data, you'll notice there's one called validation right here. Inside the validation, you'll notice there is a pull-down menu here, and what we want to do is make sure that we make a pull-down menu that people can only put in certain data. So the first option is called data validation. So if I click on that, we're going to go to a list for the allow. We're going to go to a list, and in that list we're going to put a source. So we have yes, and then you're going to put a comma between each option, comma, no, comma, and then maybe. And then inside this validation list here, you'll notice there is an input message. That would be a message that pops up when they roll the mouse over. So you have to put both a title and a message. So we could put are going, or are going. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Input, please list if you are going, I don't know, something like that. And then if they make a mistake is the error message. I'm going to leave that blank for right now, or just as it is. So you'll notice right now, you'll see when the person clicks on the cell, it says, are you going? Please list if you're going. I don't know, that's why. And then it says yes, no, maybe. So again, there is a way to get the pop-up window to go, and you can see it right here. It has a little arrow that points down, and then they can say yes or no, or maybe. So that's the pull-down menu. Quite simple. Again, it's under validation here. Let's do another one. The second one is the vegetable one. I think I had in my previous video. And the whole purpose of the vegetable one is that you could call data from a separate sheet. So I'm going to go down here to the sheet right here. You'll notice and see how it says insert sheet. So down here you can have multiple sheets inside of Excel. And so I'm going to click on a new sheet, and we can give it a name by double clicking on the name of the sheet right there. If I made a new sheet with the plus, double clicked on it, and we could call it fruit. And we're going to make a list of fruit. So let's make a list of fruit here. We've got apple. What's another fruit? Tomato. Yes, I think tomato is a fruit. Cherry. What's another fruit? Pear. What other piece of fruit? One more. Kiwi. How about that? Kiwi? Yeah, that's a kiwi. Is that a fruit? I don't know. Hopefully it's a fruit. Okay, so in this case, I have a new sheet called fruit, and I put a list of fruit in there. Next, I'm going to go back to my sheet, and I'm going to say what. We're going to make a pull-down menu this time. I'm going to say what type fruit you like. So we're going to, again, we can click off and click back on and do a Textwrap under home. And then, so let's do a pop-up window, same people that we have here, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Jim, and whatever. And so I'm going to select the cells that are kind of next to them right there. And we're going to do a pull-down menu again this time. We're going to go back to the data again, under data here, and under validation. And this time again we're going to go under data validation, and this time again we're going to go back to settings, and we're going to choose a list again. This time you'll notice you have the option to choose the over here on the right side of the list option here, you'll see there's like an option to choose some cells. So if I click on that, we can go to the fruit one, and we could select these right here like that. And you could see what the formula is being written there up here. Instead of having to select it, you could actually write it. You'll see it says equal sign fruit, which is the name of the cell. Then there's an exclamation point, and then there's a $ A, $1, which is the first one, and then colon, $A, $5, which is the last one. So I just did the selecting like we did before. So again, you could type it, or you could click on this option and go and select it. And then again, you can give it an input message if you want, fruit type. And I swear, if you don't put in a message, it won't show up. I don't know. We'll see. Just by putting a title I don't think it pops up. I was running into that problem earlier. I don't know. Let's try it. Hit OK, and see. Yeah, it doesn't pop up. The only way you're going to get that pop up, again, let me select these again so I can go back and change that. The only way that you can get that pop up is if you actually type a message in here. Select your fruit. And again, now it pops up. So just by putting a title in there doesn't make it pop up. So if you click now there, you'll notice you can get your fruit type, but again, it's from a totally different sheet. So that's what I was trying to get you to learn. The next option would be for time. What time are you coming? So again, the party's only between, let's say, 9 and midnight. So we want to limit them to be able to put what time, click off and click back on to do our text wrapping. And then so in this case, we want them to limit the amount of time that they can come to the party. So I'm going to select all these right here. And this time I'm going to go back to data, and I'm going to go back to validation, data validation. This time under settings, we're going to go to where it says time. Now, what I learned a little bit from the video from Microsoft is you don't necessarily need to put in the time. I was putting in the exact time, as far as if it was 9 o'clock, I would put in 09:900 p.m. like that. But I was watching the video from Microsoft, and they were just going 9 p for p.m. And then they were putting, I guess 12 would be difficult to put in there, because how about we put 11:59? Oh, I guess we could do that. P. I don't know. We'll see. And so, I don't know. I was putting it like this, but Microsoft was having it short like that. So we could see. And then your message says time. And then the input message between 9 and 12, and then the error message is this one, and that's what happens if they put in the wrong time. And then you could put in please choose new time, and then you could put in must be between 9 and 12, and then hit OK. Okay, time. So what if they come over here and they put in 8? Oh, 8 is between. No, it isn't. 8 p.m. and then hit tab, and it comes up with the error message. Okay, so then it says retry. So let's put in one time that's between 9. How about we put in 10 p.m. and hit tab, and it accepts it. So again, you can then limit the time, and you could do the same thing with date. There's a date option in there. You could put in between a certain date, and if you could add a little date option for me and see if you could do that yourself. Okay, last one, let's just do a locked cell. So a locked cell is if the person can not change the cells. So they'll be able to change any of these, but they won't be able to change the lock cells. So let's look at how to do that. It's very confusing, I know, and I've gotten a lot of emails about that. And so let's see if we could do it right. I was kind of making mistakes in my first video from a couple years ago. So let's do it again. We're gonna do favorite songs, and this time we could put on our favorite songs. Let It Be. What's another song we like? We're just doing Beatles song. Michelle. What's another Beatles song? I can't spell all of them. Oh, that'd be. I can't even think of a Beatles song right now. Oh my Lord! I need to know a Beatles song. I need to know a Beatles. I got to know some Beatles songs. What's another famous Beatles song? Time. I don't know. Stand Still. That's a Rush song. How about that? And then let's do one more. What's another favorite song? Old Man. We'll do. I'm an old man. There we go. So I want to be able to lock these so that people cannot change them. So to do that, I think the thing here is that naturally all the cells are actually locked. So if you come down here and you click on the sheet down here, because it's called sheet 1 right now, I can right click on there and say protect sheet, and it's gonna lock it all. I don't not have to give it a password and stuff, and I lock it, so it's locked. So actually everything is locked here. I can't change anything because it's locked. So what you want to do is you want to then go and unlock these cells. So first thing to do is let's not lock this sheet. Let me unlock that. I'm going to right click down here on the sheet itself and say unprotect. So it's unlocked. Protect means it's locked, unlocked. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to lock these. Unlock these. I don't know. I got to think about how to do this. So you click on it and go to where it says what are we going to do? We want to unlock the whole thing first. Let me see that. It's over here. Let me plan this a little better. Okay, here again, I think I have it. So I think this is how you do it. You select the cells over here. So I'm going to select the cells of my music that I like. Then I right click on it and I go to where it says format cells. And we're going to unlock them. See how it says locked right here? So it might start like here numbers. So go across. You can see how you can format the cells different ways. I'm going to go to where it says protection, and I'm going to say I'm going to uncheck the locked. And so then I'm going to say okay. Then I'm going to lock the entire sheet by right-clicking on the word sheet over there and protect sheet. And then I can, then that locks everything but this. I guess I have to do this kind of opposite, I guess, where I unlock all these other ones. That would be the way to do it. So let's try that again. It's very confusing to me as well. So let me unprotect it. Let me go back and unlock this. So let's try again. Let me put these back to being locked. Again, I'm going to select these and say format cells in the pull down menu and say locked. And then let me select all these other ones so that people can change that stuff. So I'm going to select them by using the Shift key, select all the other cells, and say Format Cell, and say Unlock, which unlocks them. Okay, and then I'm going to go down to where it says Sheet down here at the bottom, and say Protect Sheet. There we go. And so now the sheet is locked. It has the lock there, but these are actually not locked because I can change them. So this would be, what do we want, 11 p.m. here. And I can change it, but these ones I can't. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I want you to try. So see if you understand how to lock and unlock. I think the key here is to unlock the ones you want first and then lock the entire sheet. That's sort of the steps there. And then last thing is hiding sheets. We didn't use C, so we can right click on C and say there was a way to hide it. Oh, it's not hiding. Maybe because it's protected. That's why. The unprotected, unlock it, and then we can hide cells. Yeah, see how we can hide that? There's a hide option which hides B and hides E. That looks a little better. So see if you could do something like that and turn it in this week. Thank you.